Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Tonight we are going to be chit-chatting, I say tonight because it's 2:41 in the morning. We are going to be chit-chatting a little bit about book reviews as a whole. I'm going to have a few topics, and if you're new to my channel, I bounce around in conversation a lot. Apologies if it messes with you. You don't have to watch the whole video. I hope you have a great day. But if you're here to watch the video, hello. Whether you are a reader or a writer or both, this video can kind of be applicable to you as a whole. I have self-published one book, and I am finishing up rough draft 2 of my collective books that I'm making. And before that, I was reading. I've read for like 20-something years. I love books, okay, obviously. I mean, I'm writing them, like... But when I first published Reflections, my first book in 2017, I did not know really much about book reviews. I was like, because at the time, I didn't have anybody reading with me. Like, I am in a small town. Yes, everybody read, but they read their assignments, and, like, that was it. So, it was weird whenever I first got introduced to, like, book reviews, and it was as a writer, not a reader. Now, as a writer-reader, I have a Goodreads account to review books. I do not review them from a writer's point of view. I review them from a reader's point of view, because I am not going to sit here and not thoroughly enjoy the storyline of a story because I want to review it in a written point of view. That being said, I think there's some reviews still up on the Goodreads for Reflections. I haven't read them. I read the one my dad made because he sent it to me in a screenshot and said, "I'm proud of you," and I was like, you know, but other than that, I don't read the reviews, and I have found out that that's pretty common practice. It's basically like the logical path to take. So writers, stop reading the reviews on Goodreads, Amazon, Google, any of the places that are for readers to leave. The reason I say that while making direct eye contact to you is because it is extremely detrimental to your health, which you are already affecting on your own. Okay? You're a good writer. You're doing great. There are people that would not like your stories, and there are people that will love your stories. If you go into a review section that is built for readers and decide to start putting your own input on your own story, you're going to do a lot of things to those readers. For one, you're going to make them uncomfortable because of the fact that now they are aware that you are aware of them. As a reader, personally, I don't think that any of the writers that I read the books of will ever acknowledge my existence, and that's perfectly fine. That is life. You've also taken away the safe space for the readers. Now, whenever it comes to places for readers to review books, I will wholeheartedly say the author of the book has no reason to be in that section, okay? And the reason I say that is because the review sections for readers are the way that they use to communicate. It is basically like, hey, I think you guys might like this book, and this is why. Or, I liked this book, but I had these issues with it. Or, I hate this book. Either way, the book's already published, okay? There's no reason to get defensive. There's no reason to respond. There's no reason to read it, okay? And readers, if you find yourself in that situation, I am so sorry. Because as a reader, that would be uncomfortable to me. And as a writer, I would never. Because I get it. Book review areas are specifically there for people to do book reviews on, to communicate back and forth in the reading community. Now, if you have a website that is specifically for writers to review other books in a writing form, kudos, do it. And next up, this one's a little bit for the writers too. People will either love or hate your story, but they will have no knowledge and or care towards how long it took you to make your book. I don't say that being a dick. I don't say that to be an ass. I'm saying that because you need to hear it. There are some readers who might be like, oh, I bet this took you so long. But that's not on them to try and understand and grasp. The only thing that the readers are supposed to do for us as writers is read our book, if they want. Demanding 3-star reviews on TikTok because you published your book is not the way to do it, okay? You're not going to get a participation award. I am very well aware of how hard it is to write a book. Okay, I have had shitty experiences working on mine. And yes, I am holding the eye contact. You know how hard this is. This is sketchy. Your eyes are really beautiful, by the way. But it's a lot that goes into writing. And the reader's job is not to understand how much went into your writing for you to make a story. Their job is to read the book you've written if they want. Their job is to ingest this story that you have created if they so choose to do so. Their job is not to read your book the second you press publish and go online and say, this is the best book I've ever had in my life, 5-star review, or minimum 3-star review because it's published. And on the other hand, I have witnessed that there are some experiences as a writer where you publish something that was not what you had originally said it was, and you basically plummet in the ratings. It's straight 1 stars, even if your book just released 2 hours ago. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. That is another issue whenever it comes to reviews, is your book can be good on its own. Great on its own. Might not be exactly what you said it was going to be, but it could be good or great on its own. But you can still get slammed for anything or everything you do, and that's perfectly fine. That is not a valid standpoint on how that person feels about your book. That is an emotional lash out from a reader who got disgruntled, which is fine. Because here's the thing. I've been a disgruntled reader that wanted to do a 1-star review and was like, no, because it's illogical. I'm not reviewing the book, I'm reviewing the writer, and that's not how it works. And I feel like as a writer, you need to hear that. They're not reviewing you, they are reviewing your story, your creation. You have no reason to respond. I mean, you can if you want. But understand, the first time that you respond to a reader's review on any platform, it opens it. More people will either stop reviewing, more people will start reviewing, and then it'll take up more of your time. You won't be able to create more stories. But I am going to go. I have to finish my work for the night, and then I've got a long day ahead, and then I don't know what I'm doing. But I hope you have a great day, and if you've made it to this point in the video, are you good? How you doing? How you feeling? You can comment down below. Below in the comment section is not a review section. It is actually an open community area. You are more than welcome to put your opinion in there. Please understand, this entire video is my opinion. It's probably not valid to a lot of you, and that's perfectly fine. Your opinion is valid in your own mind, and we can work with that. But remember, writers, stay out of the review sections for the readers, and readers, hey babies, no, readers, please understand, there are writers out there who do know that a review section for books are the comfort zones for readers. That is where readers can communicate back and forth. I'm sorry if anybody's ever invalidated a reader zone for you, and please understand, that's not the way it should be. You should be able to review any book that you want without the fear of being acknowledged by the writer for anything you said. Because at the end of the day, it is just words about other words. And I know nobody wants to hear that, but it's true. It's just words about other words. And I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great night. Comment down below what your favorite current book is if you don't want to open discourse about what's going on in the video. But yeah, subscribe if you want. Give this video a big thumbs up if you want. And comment down below your favorite book or open discourse if you want. And remember, we have free will as a human being if you want. Bye.